Hello everyone, it's Naidi here. In this video, I will share how we can add all our files and folders in our local machine to the GitHub repository. So let's get started. First, let's create a new repository on GitHub. You need to log into the GitHub account and create new repository. Let's name the repository, say testing. Here we have few options, whether we want to make the repository to be public or private, and we may initialize the repository with a readme file or git ignore file, and we may choose a license. For our case here, we simply create the public repository. So click the create repository. Next, let's create a folder in our machine and initialize it with GitHub and upload that folder and all the files inside to the repository. So we need to use the git bash. So let's say create one folder, mkdir. Let's say the folder name is testing also. Let's go into the testing folder and let's create one file inside the folder by using the dash command. This is the unit command, dash, let's say file 1.txt, and let's create a folder inside the testing folder, mkdir. Let's say the folder name is folder 1. Let's get into the folder, cd folder 1, and let's create another file inside the folder, dash, let's say file 2.txt, and let's get back to the testing folder, ls. So we have a file and a folder and another file inside the folder in the testing folder. So now we are ready to send this file and folder to the repository we just created on GitHub. So first we need to initialize this folder with git. The command is git init. Next, we have to choose what file to send to the repository. So let's say we want to send everything in this testing folder. So the command is git add spacebar dot. Dot means we want to send everything inside this folder. Enter. Next, we need to issue the commit command to say that we are ready to send. Git commit option M followed by an inline text that we may want to write on the upload. So let's say the message or the command is first commit. Enter. So we see that git add all the files and folder that we may have in this folder, current folder. Next, we see here the default branch is set to master. However, the repository that we create in GitHub using a main branch. So we simply want to send every files and folders here straight to the main file, so we need to change the branch. Let's change the branch to main, issue a command branch, git branch dash capital M main. So now we see that the branch name has changed to main, from master change to main branch. So now let's make a link to the repository we just created on the GitHub. So the command is git remote add origin. So we want to add a remote git on GitHub by using the remote add origin. So we need to specify what is the git repository. We can just simply copy and paste. So we go back to the GitHub. You see this is the git address that just been created for us. So we just copy that line and then paste it here. So we want to add everything in this local drive, in this folder, testing folder, to this git repository, testing.git. So let's press enter. Lastly, we just send all these files to the testing git repository. So issue git push -u state the origin, which is main, enter. So now we see that git send all those files from our local folder to our git repository on the GitHub. So we can go back to the GitHub and check. So we just may refresh the screen. So we see that here, this is the testing repository we just created, and inside we have all the files that we have just now in our local folder sent to the GitHub with the command and also timestamp. Okay, the time that we did the commit. So we can check. Let's say we click the file. So that's the file, but still no content inside. Back to the testing repo. That's the folder that we have, and inside is the file that we have in the testing folder. And also from here we may, let's say we may download this repository either as a zip file or issue a command line in our machine. So that's about it. Hope this video helps. Thank you very much.